What's up, guys? Oh, I didn't even know nobody was here. I gotta try to turn this light up a little bit. Hold up. What's up? What's up? No more titles, bro. You hurt my feelings. It's your fault. And I can't even eat in front of you now. Because you said I don't know how to hold a spoon. You're a mean guy, TMI. But I get it. Hurt people, right? That's what's being said nowadays. Joey, we know you. Man, I'm just up, bro. I've been waking up too early. I've been up since like midnight, 2 nights in a row. Yeah, buddy. And I'm on Central Times right now, so I gotta wait an extra hour for everything to open. I gotta get my blinker light fixed today. I got to hopefully get some new tires. I got to go get some barbecue. I'm probably gonna get some barbecue. Oh, you're still up? Yeah, I got some sleep. I went to sleep early. Probably got my regular 6 hours or so. I think I'm gonna get some roast. I'm gonna get some turkey today. Trucker life. Nah, I don't need titles. They don't do nothing for me. It's just a waste of time. Uh, I worked a little bit. I only had to work like an hour and 15 minutes because they had to load my trailer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some turkey today with like some potatoes and some veggies. Cause I'm gonna start making healthier choices even when I do eat out. Cause I gotta balance, man. I ate a big ass Cinnabon last night, 940 calories. I was like, dang. It was Christmas though, right? So I guess I got an excuse. TMI talking about he be eating McDonald's while he in Asia. Like, bruh, are you serious? I know you don't eat none of the Asian food out there. You sound like a boring person to go out and eat with. I like to eat out with people who know how to like be try like crazy exotic foods. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't like it. I get it. There's not so many foods I don't like though. But sometimes I order stuff I'm like, yeah, this is kind of whack. But I think I don't think I ever ordered something where I couldn't eat it. Maybe once or twice my whole life. Nah, ice cream is dessert, bro. I would be trying all the Asian dishes. I like Asian food. I go to Thai restaurants. I get the kung pao. I think it's called. I can't think of the name. Not kung pao chicken. There's one. I went to a Asian a Thai restaurant. Oh, I love rice. You already know TDS. I be hearing the Filipinos talking about rice is life. We eat rice every day. I'm like, bruh, who do you think taught y'all that? Like, you guys got that from the Spanish side of you. Bro, you're the one talking about you be eating McDonald's every day on your live stream. That's why I said that. I'm just going based off of what you said, unless you were joking. Maybe you said you eat it the majority of the time, but that's what I'm thinking now. You eat, a lot of McDonald's, but sometimes go to the Asian. I don't know. I did see you eat some local food before in one of your videos, though. Sorry, TMI. I shouldn't judge you. I gotta stop saying I'm sorry. Trying to break that habit. Heard somebody say the other day, whatever, you know how we're supposed to be, put money up. I said every. Maybe you didn't say every day, bro. TMI, I don't want to argue with you, bro. I notice you like arguing. I'm not the one, man. It's not really my thing. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I just want to love you and be who I am. And with all this cash, you'll forget your man. Now give it to me. Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff. And don't bullshit me. Damn, I forgot what I was saying before that. Shit. Anyways, what do y'all got going on today? No doubt, TMI. Don't forget I'm sensitive, bro. I'm not a real New Yorker. I don't come from the concrete jungle. I'm from Buffalo, bro. We're soft over here. We're country boys. I'm not trying to say country boys are soft because that's not true, but you get my rift. Don't say sorry unless you... Oh, yeah, that's what I was getting at. Thanks, TDS. Yeah, you know how we're supposed to be careful whatever we say, like, right, I am or I'm. So I heard somebody say the other day, like, when you say I am sorry, I'm sorry, you're basically putting that out. Like, that's what you're calling yourself. That's what you're, like, naming yourself. So I'm trying to break out of that and only use it for, like, very... something that's like very, like there's something like a tragedy or something very like serious happens, like a death, you know what I mean? I feel like somebody dies, something like that. And it's going to be hard for me to break it because it's like instilled in me. I think my white grandmother, I told her that not too long ago. I used to live with my white grandmother back in the day when my mom went to prison for a little while. Sorry, Mom, to put your business out there. But yeah, my mom did a little time back in the day. And, I didn't really have a dad. Sorry, Dad, to put your business out there, too. So I went to go live with my grandfather, and my grandfather's married to a white lady. And she used to, like, she was pretty strict. She used to always have me, like, on my manners. But I appreciate it now, She, I told her that not too long ago, too. I was like, I appreciate you, teaching me a lot of manners. Not trying to say that the Puerto Rican side didn't teach. I come from a pretty good family. I'm not trying to take nothing away from my Puerto Rican family. I come from a good, solid family. But she was very, she was on it. You know what I mean? And that, it helped. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to read your comments. So the guy said, you could say I am feeling sorry. If you say I am feeling sorry, but I know it sounds weird. I get it. It depends on, the context. Or if you say you're feeling, if you're feeling something right now, it's different than saying I am. Saying I am sorry compared to say I am feeling sorry is totally two different things. And it makes sense. All right, let me catch up because I'm going down the rabbit holes as usual. Don't say sorry unless you articulate the reason why you should not do it again before saying it. Facts. Super sensitive. Facts. That wasn't appropriate of me. Try it. There you go. Or like, pardon me, forgive me, excuse that. Yeah, those are good ones. Thanks, TDS. Trying difficult vocabulary, trying different vocabulary actually make you think of what you are saying instead of just saying shit because of rolls of the tongue with no sense of meaning. Yeah, it's almost like when people say, "How are you doing?" "Oh, I'm fine. I'm good." It's just like our subconscious mind basically. Um my favorite YouTuber says fine. I probably not remember the exactly what it means, but he says fine stands for fearful, insecure, neurotic, and I forgot the E. I probably messed those up. But it's like we're walking around lying all the damn time. Like, I love you, but can't explain what I mean. Oh, yeah, love's another one where I'm like, man, I don't know what love is for sure. Yeah, TMI was saying that the other day too, and I could relate. He was like, man, I don't know where love is. And I feel like I don't know. I think it means there's different kinds of loves, right? I love a friend different than I would love my wife, but I guess that's what makes it confusing. I don't know. It's just weird, and it's just what changed me is like when you can have a lady tell you she loves you for over 10 years, and then you go through some difficult times, and then stop loving you. Okay, so if you date somebody, whatever, for 10 years, y'all break up, and then whatever, 2 weeks later, whatever it is, a month, even 2 months later, she's with another man. And then, I don't know, 2 months after that, she's saying she loves him. What happened to the love she had for you? Does it like slowly diminish? Was it fake? Was it? And it works both ways. I mean, I'm not trying to blame nothing on no ladies, but again, love is just confusing, bro. This is why learning how to say "I'm sorry" in another language make you realize what it actually means and helps you reset your mindset. Because for sure, I don't say "I'm fine" anymore. Yeah, yeah. I heard one guy say, "Why do strangers ask you how you're doing, like in public? You know how you just ask a stranger, hey, how you doing?" And then the one guy, I mean, I guess he had a point, but damn, it was like one of those points where it was like, it's just, it's kind of just, we don't even think about it. Like when we ask somebody, how are you doing? Do we really want them to explain how they're doing? I mean, that's a loaded question. I guess how are you feeling makes more sense, but that's almost the same. Where did Rocks go? Rocks, where you at, man? Anybody got to work today? I hope people that I need to work today are working today. Yeah, but we gotta be where. Oh, there he goes. The point is, how are you? Is asking for a full response, but we treat it like a single word response. Yeah, that's true. I know you heard us on the radio, true, but you still don't pay me no attention. Listening to what your girlfriends mention. He's a hoe, he's a slut, he's a freak. Got a different girl every day of the week. Then I should have rented you. I should have rented you. Who could tell me who remember who sings that song? That's one of those songs that just been in my forever. I know we all got like at least 10 songs that just like randomly pop in our head. I get that all the time. If I hear somebody say a certain word, or if I say a word and then it makes me think of a song. I appreciate you guys though, man, coming in here so early. Early bird gang, I guess late night gang mixed up. Help me get through this early morning. Oh, I'm reading a military book, TDS. I know you're in the military. I'm going to show you. I got it for free, and I've been learning some new terms. I'm going to tell you a couple of them, or at least one of them. I got this book for free in a truck stop, and it's pretty interesting. They got the movie. You've probably seen the movie. It's called Hero of Hacksaw Ridge. I know they got it like on Netflix or whatever. I'm gonna watch the movie also. So anyway, one of the ones that I remember is called is one of two ways how to say it. I remember how to say it. A conscientious objector. I know TDS knows what that means. One, he's a smart guy, and two, he's he was in the military. Someone who refused to kill. Yeah, facts. Yeah, I knew you knew it. Yeah, so you ever seen this movie, TDS? So that's what this guy was. His name is Ross, Justin Ross or something like that. Dustin Ross. Yeah, it's an interesting book, man. I'm gonna read some more today. I aim for about 20 minutes a day. It's a short read. I read so far 2 days in a row. But yeah, I like that. I didn't even know what barracks meant, actually. Like, again, I don't, I know I'm ignorant when it comes to a lot of stuff, but, and then it's funny because I love learning like new words, because when you be listening to like podcasts and, other things, everything kind of just comes together. Barracks is probably anybody, most people would know, but I'm like, damn, I feel like I'd be learning shit late as hell in life, but better late than never, right? We have those often in boot camp, and they get kicked out of Marines. I don't think so. I think it's an Army movie. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. They were dragging him through the mud, bro. Like, this guy. It's a good book, man. Like, that's kind of. Hey, what's up, Panina? And, like, college life, yeah, yeah. So far, I guess he had the choice. Like, his family was trying to get him out from joining, and it's based off a true story. That's why I like it too. So he kind of had the choice, from what I understand. He didn't really have to join, but he wanted to like serve his country, but he just didn't want to, kill or be combatant. He wanted to be a non-combatant because of his religion. He is. Oh, that's another thing I learned. A religion part called. He is the Seventh Day Menace Adversiminatory, some shit like that. I don't know much about religion, but what's that religion that they're called? They do their religion on Saturdays instead of Sundays. I guess they believe Saturday's the first day of the week. So that was another conflict, that everybody was like free on Sundays to do all their like worshiping or whatever. But his religion is he's off on Saturdays, and so he needed to like get like a special pass to go to like, leave the camp to go to church, and it was just creating all these headaches for all the like sergeants. And every night he would like pray on the side of his bed. Yeah, that one. Thanks, TDS. So every night he would like pray on the side of his bed, and then all the other like people in the the army or whatever were like throwing boots at him and clowning him and calling him names. But yeah, it's like I said, just for like reading 2 days, basically probably like 40 minutes. I learned a lot. It's a good story. Seventh Day Adventist or something like that. Yeah, I think you got it right. Yeah, Panina, what's going on, Penny? Oh, man. Oh, boy. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm Wellesley, cooking lunch for my Arab family. No doubt, no doubt. How's the kids doing? I texted my kids yesterday. Guess I'm lazy. I called my mom. My mom is the only one that I called. My friend Raphael calls me all the time. We speak often, but I called my mom because I know my mom, would have got the most, I guess, excitement out of it, been the most appreciated. My mom is, she's a lady, and she she looks forward to like people visiting her and talking to her. How women are. They take it a little bit more. They take the holidays, I guess, more seriously. It means more to them. I mean, some men are into it too. Everybody's different, but I think more men are just kind of like, I don't know. We just stick to the basics, I guess. But I was happy to hear that my kids went over there to visit her. 4 out of the 5, and that made her happy. That made me happy. And I'm parents bring kids into the house, into the world, so as a parent, we have like an obligation to be there for our kids, but grandparents don't really have that obligation. So when a grandparent does a lot for their grandkid, I feel like the grandkids should almost like appreciate the grandparents even more, because that's not their responsibility. And as a young adult, they understand it, but as we get older, we see the bigger picture, and we understand it more. So I'm just glad. My mom is a great grandmother. My mom was a good mother, don't get me wrong, but you're supposed to be a good mother. Again, a grandmother is more like an option. So when a grandmother goes out of her way and helps raise kids and be there for them, I think they deserve like extra credit for that. Shout out to my mom though, man. She's always been, holding us all down. Recently, I lost my boss 2 days ago. My kids are fine, thanks. Oh, really? That sucks. R.I.P. Hopefully, he put you on the wheel. No, I'm just joking. I don't expect him to do that. I was just listening to Thomas Jefferson documentary before, I came on live. It was like an hour and 20 minutes. And man, those documentaries is deep, bro. You learn a lot about it. I didn't like history when I was young, man, but, um, there's a lot of good stuff in there and there's a lot of bad stuff in there, a lot of sad stuff, but it is what it is, like some of the things they be talking about, like, it like opens my mind and be having me thinking like some, I don't know, man. It just gives me like a new perspective and just like it's crazy. But anyway, I don't want to get into that too much. I'm only gonna be live for another 4 minutes. How long you been with this family, Panina? Sounds like you like them for you to call them family and to be like and so engaged. Yeah, Panina been working in the Middle East for a while. She's basically a overseas worker, and she had some good employers and she had some bad employers. But it sounds like she's got a good employer now, and that I'm happy for her. And shout out to all the hard-working females working overseas. Panina's from Kenya. We go back, way back. Um, yeah, I feel like they don't. You guys, I feel like y'all don't get enough credit. Y'all don't get enough pay, especially the ones in the Middle East. I mean, I don't. There's a lot I don't know about it. 4 men now. 4 men now. They are 3. Oh, a bunch of boys. I guess that's a like. I guess men are easier to deal with in some ways. I got this mattress topper on my bed, and I wish I would have bought something extra firm, but it was like a last minute purchase. It's weird though, because it's like soft and I like it, but sometimes it sinks too much. My back got to get used to like new mattresses too. Oh man. About to go in the truck stop, take a shower. Your mom is blessed raising your kids. That's a huge favor. Much respect to her. Yeah, my mom does a pretty good job. She's not a perfect mom or a perfect grandma. Nobody is. But mom's cool peoples though. My mom's generous. She's loving. But the only problem is my mom. If there's something that I wish my mom would work on, it would be her. I guess her mouth. And what I mean by that is like, sometimes my mama say things. I think I know how to. The problem is my mom needs to learn how to say things to one person directly, and not in front of a group. And I called her out on it a couple times. And another thing she got to work on, and I need to work on too. And like I don't want to be. I got a lot of things I need to work on. I don't want to make it sound like, I got it all figured out. But another thing is, and this is something that I struggle with, like, but I don't do it as bad as a lot of people. Like if you talk about one person if you're talking about whatever, if you got 5 friends and the one friend that's not there, you're talking behind that person's back, you're going to do it to the other ones, So it's something like that. And what I mean by that, and again, I'm kind of guilty. Sometimes I'll find myself talking to my kids about my other kids. And then after I'd be like, man, I can't do that because, they're going to be like, damn, he's probably doing the same thing about me. So I feel like I have the same problem, but at least I know it's a problem. I'm working on it. But sometimes we don't know what to talk about. I think that's what it boils down to. Like, we're not sure what to talk about. So talking about other people is always just like available. I don't know. And I think that comes with not having, having like a boring life. Much going on in your life, you're not going to have much to talk about. So I guess that's where movies help. People can watch a lot of movies and talk about movies, and because that's what I'm gonna start doing with my mom. That's what I've been wanting to do. She watches a lot of movies and be chilling at home, so I'm gonna try to make that like something I could do with her. Every so often, just go sit with her and, hey mom, let's watch a movie from beginning to end. We'll order some food or whatever, cook. I buy my food. I buy my food. I buy my mom food all the time. But I'm looking for, put the phone down. Yeah, it's probably a good idea just to turn the phone off the whole time while we watch at least the movie. Because, you ever watch something with somebody and then this happens with my daughter, like, they pay attention, you know what I mean? Like, me and my daughter, we used to watch TV, and then she'll look at me so often to see if they want to see that you're actually watching it with them, you know what I mean? If you're, like, watching a movie with somebody, but you're, like, playing on your phone, they look and they notice that. They might not say nothing, but it doesn't make them happy, you know what I mean? You want to create, like, you want to help the bond and just stay focused. You don't need to explain. Yeah, I don't need to, but I want to. That's what I like coming on live and opening up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Those who talk about people are always idle. If you're busy, you will never have time to do that. True. It's not New Year's yet. It's still 2025. Cairo lives in the future. Still got a few more days. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for coming through early mornings. I'll see you guys, I guess, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe later. Who knows? I'm out of here. Peace. No doubt, you guys too. Later.